Sprewell. Tip try by Thomas won't fall. And Duncan protects the rebound. Spurs by 9. And as Jackson tries to find Robinson inside, Larry Johnson was holding the Admiral.
The reason Jaren Jackson is getting so open is because Duncan and Robinson are creating so many opportunities. This time the dribble penetration and the kick, that was your 7-1 center, dribble penetrating and finding a shooter in the corner.
4 fouls on Johnson. Duncan open. Short from 20. Rebound snatched down by Sprewell. He weaves his way into the front court. Finds Chris Childs. The bounce back inside to Sprewell. Now Larry Johnson. Off the glass, no good. Mario Elie misses the reverse. Tough attempt, and it almost fell for him. Racehorse pace, Kurt Thomas. Robinson cuts him off. He turns and tries the jumper over him, and a foul on the play. It'll be number 3 on Robinson.
Foul trouble is still a big story right now when you look at about 7:04 to go in this ball game. David Robinson picks up his third. You see Camby with 5, Johnson with 4, Dudley and Houston with 3, Jackson and Rose with 4, both those guys off the bench. Duncan and Robinson still in good shape with only 3.
Sprewell's jumper is off. Robinson has the rebound. And Steve Javie blows his whistle. Kurt Thomas is hit with his third.
The Knicks big men are working so hard to keep that ball away from the post, and San Antonio does a nice job swinging that ball to get a good angle to throw it in there. And Kurt Thomas caught that time with the foul, but they're working so hard inside.
Johnson trying to find Robinson. Broken up by Larry Johnson. And he'll pick up number 5.
You tell your guys, play defense before the guy catches the ball. And you see Larry Johnson this time working hard. Little touch foul there over the top. More importantly, that will be the team 5th. So San Antonio will shoot free throws the rest of the game. And now Larry Johnson has 5 fouls. See, the problem you have with this is when you have to play Dudley in the 4th quarter, he's a poor free throw shooter. But more importantly, Bob, he's not a threat to make a shot out on the floor. So now San Antonio's big men can really gamble on Sprewell and Houston.
But Van Gundy's hand has been forced. 1 of 2 for Robinson, who scored 13 points, has 8 rebounds and 6 assists.
Bob, I think you see also, too, the refs are really calling this game close. It's been something we've seen all the playoffs. They're trying to clean up post play.
Sprewell splits the defense, but it's shoved back into space by Robinson. Thomas keeps it alive. Sprewell tries it again. And Robinson comes away with it. Chris Childs breaks it up, stepping in front of Avery Johnson. His pass deflected out of bounds by Jaren Jackson. New York ball.
David Robinson is playing Dudley, so he can come over and give help. That's what I talked about when you're playing 4-on-5 offensively right now. Dudley's got to get to that offensive board because he's not a primary player. Maybe get a tip in.
The Knicks, trailing by 10, have shot 1 for 9 so far in the 4th.
Both of these teams are such terrific defensive teams. The Spurs do it with shot blocking.
Allen Houston in the lane to Sprewell. Tries to slither through and lost it.
See, if Larry Johnson or Camby are in the game, you can kick out and maybe make a shot. Both Kurt Thomas and Dudley are thinking rebound. There's no spacing there to make a pass. Sprewell, Houston have no place to go right now in the offense.
Duncan turning on Dudley and scoring. 27 for Tim Duncan.
He is so good. I love his composure. Bob, as I've said many times before, I would never want to play poker against this guy. You wouldn't know what he was holding.
Timeout, New York. The cheers cascade down from the rafters. 39,514 whooping it up.
gotten their legs, and they've done it by pounding the ball inside, going to their big people who've really softened up the defense and really forced New York to be in terrible foul trouble early in this game.
Here's Childs around a Johnson screen. Now returns it to Larry. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Allen Houston. Robinson comes over and blocks it. Into the hands of Duncan. Avery Johnson on the wing to Mario Elie. Slings it to the corner for Jaren Jackson. And they'll set it back up. Inside 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Duncan. He's got 29.
Just no answer. They don't have any size. They've got to go to a smaller team. They've got to have some offense on the floor. But Larry Johnson has got to look for that jump shot. Bob, it looks like he's had a couple threes, and he just hasn't felt comfortable taking them.
Spurs by 14, the game's biggest lead. Childs on the move to the left hand, missed it. Thomas follows and connects. Spurs looking to win their 11th consecutive playoff game. That would tie the record held by the '89 Lakers. Duncan's jumper is short. Rebound is taken by Kurt Thomas. Sprewell penetrates. Just exploding to the hoop, but it rolls off the lip of the rim.
Tough break that time by Sprewell. Just, as you said, just speeded to the rim. Just got a tough roll there.
Avery Johnson and a whistle. Before the shot, no basket. A reminder, following the game on most of these NBC stations, it's the late local news, then the Tonight Show. For those of you who'd like to continue with coverage of the finals, there's a post-game special on CNBC immediately following the game.
I think that'll be with our buddies Bill Walton and Steve Jones, correct? You guys who did a great job covering the Eastern Conference Finals.
Snapper and Bill, never short for an opinion or for a disagreement. The team of Jones and Walton on CNBC after the game. Avery Johnson comes up empty. Johnson out, Camby in for the Knicks. Allen Houston trying to make something happen. And can't. The rebound to Robinson.
Bailey's doing a good job. He's really keeping him out of the lane, bumping him and forcing him to take some tough shots. Looks like Allen's getting a little tired.
Elie playing a two-man game with Duncan, who takes it to the hoop. Doesn't get the roll, but the tip is credited to Duncan, and now he has 31. 31 for Tim Duncan. Exactly 3 minutes to play. Knicks down 14. Their run of Game 1 victories on the road about to end. At the start of the game, we talked about the proverbial window of opportunity. At the beginning of the contest, San Antonio tried to physically intimidate their visitors. They forgot that that just energizes the Knicks. New York's early success was a wake-up call for the league's best, but the alarm signaled a clinic in championship-style play led by Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Then the hot hand of Jaren Jackson brought about the Knicks' worst fear. How do you stop all the weapons the Spurs bring into these NBA Finals?
Bob, in the fourth quarter, Sprewell and Houston are a combined 0 for 8. And what I think you've seen is what we talked about, how hard they're working to get their scores. Allen or Sprewell, they beat somebody off the dribble, they run into either Duncan or Robinson. They have to work so hard for their shots, they're just wearing down right now.
New York trailed by 8 at the start of the quarter. Here's Childs. It would have been a 2. It's no good. Thomas clears it, gives them another try.